and welcome to another episode of Good Dog. It's been quite a few years since I've done one of these, and I am currently stuck in the house, so I thought that it'd be a fun time to pick them back up. So this is my partner in crime. This is Panda. He's a 7-year-old Rottweiler Labrador Retriever mix, and he's gonna help us today as we explain the basics of clicker training. So if you're interested in clicker training and how it can improve your training experience with your dog, then stay tuned and we'll dive right in. So Panda's taking a spot on the floor here, but so first of all, I want to explain what clicker training is. So at the very basics of it, this is a clicker, and they are a relatively inexpensive training tool. So I got one with a wrist strap. They come in all different shapes, colors. You know, there's so much out there. You can get them at a pet store, you can get them on Amazon, you can get them a lot of places. So a clicker makes a very unique noise. Oh, that's the noise it makes. And Panda's interested because he is already trained to the clicker, but we'll talk about that here in a second. So at the very basics of it, a clicker is basically telling the dog that you did what they wanted you to do in that moment, and it's a marker telling them, hey, thanks, that's what I want, here's the treat. And so the way it can help you in your training is I found success in, it can be used in any situation. He's being a goof. It can be used in any situation. It can be used in the 3 basic commands: sit, stay, down. It can be used in more intense training situations where, like for Panda right now, I'm using it to teach him how to ignore outside distractions and ignore other dogs. It's basically a way of marking the behavior at the second they want you to do it, so it'll start registering in the dog's mind, this is what they want, and it can help speed up your training. So the first thing you have to do before you even begin to use it in your training is you have to teach a dog what a clicker is. And for a dog, the dog needs to know, I did this right, and next comes a good thing. So you always want to pair the clicker with treats or a toy, but typically treats are used more, and Panda's very excited now because he loves these things. Now Panda, like I said, he's already paired to the clicker. He already knows what it means, but I'm going to show you how you would go ahead and do that in case you have a dog that you've never used it on before. So we backed up a bit here so you can see what we're doing, because Panda wants to be a little bit obstinate right now, but that's part of the dog. So just gonna get a couple of treats, and treats, when I'm using them for training, I like them to be small. They could be anything. They could be bits of chicken, they could be dog treats, they could be whatever's safe for dogs, but I like them to be small and easy for the dogs to chew. So I wouldn't use something like typically like a milk bone unless I broke it down, because that's just going to take a while, and I want the process to move along fast. So to pair the clicker, before you're not marking any behaviors, you're not marking any behaviors, you're just teaching the dog what this means. You would just click and treat. And like I said, Panda knows what it means, but this is how you do it. You click and treat. And Panda's going to take my hands off here. But you're going to repeat that multiple times. I'm not going to do it anymore with him because he knows what this means. But you're going to repeat that until your dog is anticipating a treat after the click, and then you can move on to the next part of this. Now I would use once your dog is paired with the clicker, you're going to use it in the context of training. So I'd ask him to do something, and the minute he did what I wanted, then I would click and treat. So let's say, for example, touch, click, treat. And that was actually a little bit delayed. You're going to want to get it faster than that. It's just kind of hard to do with trying to talk to you guys and doing it at the same time. But let's try something else. Stand up, sit, click, and treat. And so whatever you're teaching your dog, try to have them not eat your fingers off. Whatever you're trying to teach your dog, you want to click at the moment that they give you the behavior that you want, and then treat almost immediately afterwards. So one more time for demonstration purposes. Get them. Okay, we're hyper today, aren't we? Down. Good boy. And in the beginning, like, I'm going to have another video coming out on teaching the 3 basic commands, where I'll have another dog to show you guys, because he's not quite as obedient. But when you're beginning, when you're teaching the commands, sit, lay down, whatever it may be, sometimes you will, sometimes you will have the dog lay down and do it without saying the word command, and then click and treat and then add in the words. But I'll explain that more later. Right now I'm just going to explain the basics of clicker training so that when you see me using a clicker later, you'll know what it is. So, what do you think, buddy? Is that a pretty good idea? Yeah? Alright. So, in the essence of it, that's basically it. Clicker training is pretty simple. It's all about just pairing the clicker with good things to tell your dog what it is, and then marking the behaviors when you want them, and then treating afterwards. It can be a invaluable tool I found in training. It's a really inexpensive way to kind of help you out. It's not a magic tool. There still will have to be work involved, but in the end, it can help your dog understand things a little bit faster. And come here, buddy. He's allergic to grass, so if he itches a lot, that's why. But it can help your dog understand things faster and help you kind of mark the behaviors you want so that they can learn. So if you guys have any questions, if there's anything that was a little bit confusing in this video, then comment down below. I'll be happy to answer them in the comments or address it in another video if I get a lot of the same questions. And for now, stay safe out there, guys. And remember that any dog can be good with training and time. So Panda here is pretty special to me. He was the first puppy I ever trained, even though he's a goofball. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Good Dog. Panda says bye.